Hey, what's up guys? So we're here at the Blackvue booth at SEMA, and I'm back with Jeremy, the marketing manager for Blackvue out of South Korea. So how's it going, Jeremy?
It's good to have you at the booth. It's been a while with COVID and everything.
Been a while, but so you guys actually have some new dash cams, and these ones I'm really excited about. It seems like they're addressing, honestly, a lot of my biggest complaints that I've had about the DR970X.
That's true. I mean, with these new releases coming out next year, probably mid-January, those 4K plus models, they are focused really on image quality. That's the number one thing. So that means new sensor, new lens, and new compression with HEVC, and also a higher bitrate, up to 60 megabit per second on the front camera.
Okay, so let's run through all those. So let's start first with the sensor. So what's the new sensor that's going into these new models?
The new sensor is the Starvis 2. So IMX678.
The 678?
Yes. Yep. The new sensor allows for better dynamic range and also better sensitivity. Mm-hmm. But that's not the only thing that allows the image to be better. First of all, we have a good, ISP tuning engineer.
It's like image signal processing.
Who's able to get the most out of the sensor. Mm-hmm. So it gives this sort of HDR, render, but you don't have all these artifact sort of halos you see usually around the lights, for example, at night.
Or like the ghosting from the double exposure. So yeah, what's the story? Because I know the sensor supports HDR, but you're not going to be using it. So how does that work?
Yeah, we just try to get the most out of the sensor while keeping things simple. Uh-huh. So users don't have to choose between HDR mode or regular mode. It's just we try to get the best image quality we can by default, without impacting negatively the image quality. But also the lens is new. Now it's going to be f1.7.
What was it before?
Before it was 2.8. So
was it 2.8 lens?
Yes.
Wow.
So you can see now with the new lens, you get a lot more,
that's a
light
significant
coming in.
Amount of light.
So that's why the diameter is quite bigger, and that's why we also had to redesign the whole casing, to adapt for this new lens and sensor.
Yeah, I didn't realize the old models use f2.8 lenses. Like that's gonna be a big jump to 1.7.
Right. And it does really make a huge difference, and that means. Because of that, we are able to raise the shutter speed to three times. Uh-huh. So on average, the shutter speed is 3.3 times faster than with the previous models.
Okay, and so with the faster shutter speed, you get less motion blur, and it's going to do a better job of capturing plates.
Allows you to really freeze the action. So it's not much about FPS, but actually the shutter speed is what actually freezes the action.
Yeah, so that'll be really nice for like capturing license plates while you're moving or a car's driving past you.
Exactly, both day and night, it really helps.
Yeah.
And actually, you can probably see from the sample footage we have, the comparison footage. Of course, 970 was okay, but the Plus really is able to catch those license plates much better than before.
Honestly, I saw with the 970 compared to like all the other Starvis 2 models, they did a lot better. So I'm really excited to see with like a Starvis 2 version of this dash cam how it'll fare.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't be disappointed, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to testing it out. So I know you also mentioned like the bit rate is going up now as well.
We raised the bit rate quite a bit from 25 to 60 megabits per second for the front camera. And on top of that, we have this new compression with HEVC, H.265, which compresses the files better and basically gives you better image quality at similar bitrate compared to H.264.
Okay, yeah.
But we also support H.264 for people who really need it, except in that case it will, stick to 25 megabit per second.
Okay, so with the higher bit rate, you're more than double the bit rate, so you're going to be saving a lot more data, but you also have larger file sizes.
Yeah, you have larger file size. That means about a minute of footage is about 445 megabytes, sorry. But we also have this, technology we call Substream, which saves really small file size version of your video in the actual video itself. So 1 minute in that case is just 5 megabits. 5 megabytes.
Okay. What gets uploaded to the cloud then?
So when you, for example, live event upload, it's going to be this small file that gets uploaded to the cloud. And when you browse your video over the cloud or over Wi-Fi, it's also this quick play file that's going to be used.
Okay.
And then if you really want to, save, back up the original video, you can still do it, except, it's going to.
So you have the lower quality one for like faster live streaming and not blow through your data caps?
Exactly, like buffer-free, browsing over the cloud or direct Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so speaking of all this stuff, I know, so with this one, you also have the ability now to connect, if you have one Blackvue dashcam with an LTE connection, you can connect a second Blackvue to it.
That's right, that's the novelty with these models, because we know you asked for it.
Yes, for a while I've been wanting this exact feature.
And so now you'll be able to have your 4-channel system with the front camera that has the LTE connection, and you have the second camera that will connect to that front camera without having to have its own separate connection.
Yeah, trying to have like a separate external Wi-Fi hotspot leads to weird issues that have both of the Blackvues connect. So finally having like one dash cam that another dash cam can connect to is going to be great if you want to go more than just the 2-channel.
So yeah, so now you can do that. Of course, we wouldn't recommend to hook more than one dash cam. If you want to connect 10 dash cam, you could technically do it, but
yeah,
that's not going to work very well for live event upload. When you have 40 streams at the same time. Yeah.
And so you've got now not just one different model, but you've got 3 models that you're releasing with the Starvis 2 sensors.
Yes.
Okay, walk me through the new models.
So there's the DR970X Plus. That's the regular 4K one. They're all cloud compatible models, but you have the regular one, and then the one with built-in LTE, so 970X LTE Plus. And then the new one, which is the Box Plus, is going to be a 2-channel model with this separate box that you can put in your glove compartment, and that saves the video separately from the 2 cameras. So the 2 cameras are really small. You can barely see them when they're behind the rear view mirror, and at the same time that means we are able to better address heating issue, because the box that records can be placed in a cool place of your car, like a glove compartment or anywhere. Yeah.
And then the memory card is down in the box too, like the 770.
Yeah, the memory card is in the box. So
okay.
So that means your footage is safe also if it's in the glove compartment.
And then is this 970 box, is that going to be available as a 3-channel as well, or is that just a 2-channel?
It's going to be only 2-channel for now.
Okay.
We might release a 3-channel version, eventually, but at the time of the release, which should be around early February, is going to be just 2-channel.
Okay, and then I've noticed, speaking of design type stuff, the dash cams, they look different now. It seems like they've got new heat sinks, new cooling.
Now you should be able to easily spot the new models, because of course we had to redesign to accommodate for this bigger lens, but we also wanted to keep the original identity of the Blackvue product. So we hope you like it. You can see the lens actually is much bigger than the current model we have.
And then as far as getting these dash cams connected to the cloud, I know the cloud plans have changed as well.
Yeah, so basically to keep things simple, we cut the prices on all the paid plans, and we introduced a new light plan that allows you to start at $3.99. You're able to get 30 minute live view every day, and unlimited file downloads. Instead of 10 minutes,
10 minutes with the free, 30 minutes with the light plan.
And also with the free plan, you have sort of limit on how many files you can download, to your phone or save to the cloud. But it's unlimited, for the new light plan. And also, most important is that you can now register up to 15 cameras under your plan. You just add $3 per camera.
Okay, so you can do more dash cams now.
So you can manage multiple dash cam under a single account for cheaper than you had to do before.
So as far as pricing and availability, I know you mentioned February. What can we expect for these new dash cams?
Price has not been fixed yet, but you could expect similar pricing as the current models that they are going to replace. Yeah.
Okay. And then as far as availability, are they all going to come out at the same time?
So the regular 4K cloud and the LTE is going to be available mid-January, and then the box should come a little bit later in early February.
Early February. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm really looking forward to testing these out and seeing what the video quality is like and all the improvements.
We're looking forward to your review.
Yeah, great. All right, well, thanks so much.
All right. Thanks for coming to the booth. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.